Couchsurfing just posted yesterday that this is what's happening and we really need your contribution and we really believe in you, and that with this together we can find this. No, together you can get loaded with our money. And I understand that it was meant to be business, but they already stated and admitted that you look from the advertisement we do have income. So what just doesn't add up, like how the crisis impacted couchsurfing as a business, how it affected the advertisement. I mean, yes, people don't travel, I got this, but they say that only a few $1,000s each month we get as a revenue from the advertisement. So if the marketing is affected by traveling, and correct me if I'm mistaken, leave your and correct me in the comments below if I'm mistaken. But if because of the virus no traveling happening, therefore no couchsurfing is used, or not as much as before that, only for keeping in touch with each other, then I assume that the revenue significantly dropped, because there will be no more advertisement happening on couchsurfing due to the fact that the companies will not find an appealing platform, because there is no traveling serving the purpose of couchsurfing. But then if you state that it's only a couple $1,000s, then why do you need to make it payable? Why do you need to ask that 14 million users to pay 15 quid for a year of access? That just stinks inherently, and I said it before and I say it now, that it's just greed, and COVID-19 is just an excuse, a cheap, damn sad excuse to justify why they flipped the platform completely to pay for subscription version. What the hell? What is that supposed to mean? Alright guys, that was just pretending for the vlog, but nevertheless, today I got big and really bad news, because from yesterday on, Couchsurfing just completely stopped the free version, the free access to its platform. Before I elaborate on the sad story, let me give you a little bit of the history of Couchsurfing. Cardon Flanton, in 1999, traveling to Iceland, who was by the way a programmer plus a New Orleans resident, had the flight ticket, paid for it, but couldn't fix the lodging. Either it was fully booked or he just didn't have the money. Well, how would he not have money? But anyways, so going to Iceland was not an easy trip for him. He was left without lodging. Somehow he managed to get back home, and then on the fly back home he realized that, hey, this is an issue, a gap between supply and demand. So what if I would create a website? Couchsurfing, bam, got created. However, it was founded only in 2004, and from 2004 to 2011 it was run only on voluntarily base, no money involved. It was a not-for-profit organization. Nevertheless, when in 2011 they tried to register the company as a not-for-profit organization, for whatever reason in the US Chamber of Commerce, whatever entity refused, whatever reason, and then they were not able to register. However, what they were able to do that is to register, guess what, for profit. Now don't get me wrong, I also gotta feed my family, I also run a number of projects, and money is an important reward and a good feedback whether you're doing the right thing or not. But it was meant to be free, it should have stayed free. It didn't, the company got sold, it got fused. In fact, once they registered as a for-profit organization, on the first fundraising event, August 2011, they raised $7.6 million. A year later, guys, in 2012, they raised in the same settings 15 million. So a not-for-profit company suddenly becomes a for-profit company, and they got a budget of $22+ million. Not to mention that, as far as information says, Wikipedia, so you can question the reality, it says that none of the founders received any financial rewards of that budget. So that was the initial financial asset for the company, 22+ million. And now yesterday I just received an email, like millions of other users, that because of the COVID-19 we are not able to meet our financial needs, and therefore we gotta make it a payable. You can pay either £2.5 monthly or £15 plus minus half a pound a year. But there is no option whatsoever given you to do it for free. In fact, now you are not able to log into your account, even to delete it, take pictures of, just save whatever friends contact you have. And why is it a problem? Well, it's not only violating of the Data Protection Act in the European Union, but also, well, because you can still request your account to be deleted. But what's even worse is that you have endless amount of folks who don't use Facebook, who don't use WhatsApp, who don't use Instagram, but Couchsurfing. In fact, I can name you number of people that I made life-lasting friendships. I made life-lasting connections, bonds, and I'm not able to reach out to them unless I pay the money. Which is not the end of the world, but please hear me out. It was meant to be a free, and the reason I was preaching about it, because it was right in front of your eyes. It was just online 24/7 for free, no money involved, no sacrifice needed. Just create an account, go and travel, experience life for free. And that's what I was preaching about. In fact, I wanted to promote it to you guys so much that I made my YouTube channel fundamentally for promoting traveling, focusing on, well, on a number of themes, but couchsurfing as well. I interviewed 50+ people, and I posted like 35 or so interviews on my YouTube channel, and you should definitely check it out and just understand the value of those folks' message, the point what they try to give and draw in those videos. Simply why? Because they also encourage people to step out of the comfort zone and go out and travel, experience the world, see how to live for free on the road. Hosting surfing back and forth. I was doing both in China. It's not just only that me abusing the system because it's free, so I don't need to pay for accommodation and I return jack shit. No, it's not like that, guys. I was surfing, I would say, like 200 times, and I hosted approximately like 100+ times. Guys, it's no secret. In fact, I'm grateful for Couchsurfing because I met my amazing wife. Couchsurfing helped me to form a family, to become a family. And I want to show that word to my son. I want to travel with him sometime, and the three of us as a family just go and couchsurf here and there. And the point is not only the financial rewards by not spending money, but also by showing and broadening a word which is only accessible once you step out of your comfort zone. And couchsurfing indeed is a way to step out of your comfort zone, and I do want to show him this path. But no, the leaders just got too greedy. They got infiltrated, poisoned by financial greed, and they made this payable. And of course they say that, hey, countries like Iran, where they don't have the financial means, most of the people, not to mention that they cannot do any bank transfer because there is no connection to the international money system, there is no connection to the because there is no international connection to the international monetary system. Yet I do feel that just a dry excuse. They try to paint a nicer picture. They're trying to sort of like damage control the situation by saying that, oh, the poorer regions of the world, at least the people who live there, they still have the free access to the platform. And they say 75% of the world. Get the fuck out of here. I mean, I understand Iran, I would understand most of the African countries, but that's as far as go. I mean, I'm pretty sure that today's 14 million users don't come primarily 3/4 of Iran and few other poorer corners of the world plus Africa. And don't get me wrong, I'm glad that those people get the free access, but Couchsurfing was not based on differentiation, discrimination, and just because I put my address that I live in Bournemouth, UK, does it mean that I'm a wealthy dude who just pays like this? I mean, right now I'm not using Couchsurfing. I would be using only to keep in touch with my friends. And in fact, I was just going to do that because for another theme for my YouTube channel. And I was going to reach out to most of my friends outside who live in countries which are not so like popular, not easy to, where I have acquaintances only from Couchsurfing. But no, I can't do that now because there is this money involved. And if I would be paying this money, what's the certainty that that person has, the one that I was going to reach out to, will also pay that fee, so actually my email can reach him. So guys, I fundamentally disagree with this decision. I think it's a nasty thing using COVID-19 and this crisis this crisis following this pandemic just to make this service payable. Hiding your greed behind a virus is just cheap, which is not something that now you can say about Couchsurfing. I mean, 15 quid is not the end of the world for a whole year of subscription. I got it, right? But for many people it is. And I think it hurts not your wallet, it hurts your heart, because you always trusted Couchsurfing. Myself was always preaching about Couchsurfing, that hey, go out and try it out, and it's amazing, it's free, it's out there, it's waiting for you. I mean, the experiences, the stories, like I said, the love, the relationships that I built and got from Couchsurfing, on Couchsurfing, just like endless, life-lasting. And yes, at some point I'm going to pay the 50 quid because it's still cheaper than any hostel in the Western world for a night. But the fundamentals, the principles, the foundations, just absolutely opposing, contradicting what Couchsurfing used to be. And it's already said that I have to use the 10, have to use the form used to. Guys, I don't know where it's gonna lead. I'm not sure if people will raise their voice or the company is going to change their perception and go back to normal, and will go back to normal, meaning that it's free, it's optional whether you want to pay for verification or just have the free access with certain limitations. But till next time, you with a little bit of me, perhaps me preaching about Couchsurfing after all, shaping society. Bye.